Hello everyone, in this video we'll discuss changes introduced in IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act. So let's start with it. Let's start with the introduction. Recently, the Union Home Minister introduced three bills in the Lok Sabha that aim to repeal and replace the Indian Penal Code, the Code of Criminal Procedure and the Indian Evidence Act, which were enacted during the British rule in India. The bills are the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill 2023, which will replace the IPC 1860, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Bill 2023, which will replace the CRPC 1898, the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023, which will replace the Evidence Act 1872. The Indian Penal Code is the official criminal code of India, drafted in 1860 in the wake of the first Law Commission established in 1834 under the Charter Act of 1833. Code of Criminal Procedure provides procedure for administering criminal law in India. It was enacted in 1973 and became effective on 1st April 1974. The Indian Evidence Act, originally passed in India by the Imperial Legislative Council in 1872 during the British Raj, contains a set of rules and allied issues governing admissibility of evidence in the Indian courts of law. Let's note the changes proposed. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 repeals 22 provisions of IPC, proposes changes to 175 existing provisions and introduces 9 new sections. It contains total 356 provisions, previously 511 sections. Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita 2023 repeals 9 provisions of the CRPC, proposes changes to 107 provisions thereof and introduces 9 new provisions. The bill contains total 533 sections, previously 484 sections. Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023 repeals 5 existing provisions of the Evidence Act, proposes changes to 23 provisions and introduces 1 new provision. It contains 170 sections in total, previously 167 sections. Now let's go through some silent features of the bills. Repeals the offences of sedition and provide provisions for offences against the state under section 150, which dealt with acts endangering sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. It penalized the offence of mob lynching, and the same is punishable with 7 years of imprisonment or life imprisonment or death penalty. Formal provision for zero FIR is given. This will enable citizens to lodge a FIR with any police station, no matter their jurisdiction. Zero FIR must be sent over to the concerned police station having jurisdiction in the alleged crime within 15 days after registration. Deemed sanction to prosecute civil servants, police officers accused of criminal offences in case of authorities' failure to respond within 120 days of application. Digitization of complete process, starting from registration of FIR to maintenance of case diary to filing of charge sheet and delivery of judgment. Complete trial, including cross-examination, appeal to be facilitated via video conferencing. Videography while recording statement of victims of sexual crimes mandatory. Punishment for all types of gang rape shall be 20 years or life imprisonment. Punishment for rape of minor includes imposition of death penalty. Charge sheet to be mandatorily filed within 90 days of FIR. The court may extend such time by further 90 days. Total maximum period 180 days. Courts to finish framing of charges within 60 days of receiving charge sheet. Judgment to be mandatorily delivered within 30 days after conclusion of hearing. Judgment to be mandatorily made available online within 7 days of pronouncement. Videography mandatory during search and seizure. Forensic teams to mandatorily visit crime scenes for offences involving punishment more than 7 years. No case punishable with 7 years or more shall be withdrawn without providing opportunity of hearing to the victim. Scope of summary trials expanding to offences punishable up to 3 years will reduce 40% cases in sessions courts. Separate harsh punishment or organized crime, section 109. Separate provisions penalizing rape of women under false pretext of marriage, job, etc. Separate provisions for chain, mobile snatching, section 302 and similar miscreants activities. Punishment for offences against children enhanced from 7 years imprisonment to 10 years jail term. Punishment of death penalty can at max be commuted to life term. Punishment of life term may at max be commuted to 7 years imprisonment, and punishment of 7 years may be commuted to 3 years imprisonment and no less, to prevent misuse in favor of politically affluent accused. Videography of vehicles seized for involvement in any offence mandatory, whereafter a certified copy will be submitted to the court to enable disposal of seized vehicle during pendency of trial. New offence under section, that is Offence of Terrorist Act, added. Now let's discuss what are the main features of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita Bill 2023. It promotes the use of technology for trials, appeals and recording depositions along video conferencing for proceedings. The bill makes video recording of statement of survivors of sexual violence compulsory, which can help in preserving evidence and preventing coercion or manipulation. The bill mandates that police must inform about the status of a complaint in 90 days, which can enhance accountability and transparency. Section 41A of the CRPC will be renumbered as Section 35. This change includes an added safeguard stipulating that no arrest can be made without prior approval from an officer, at least at the rank of Deputy Superintendent of Police (DSP), especially for offences punishable by less than 3 years or for individuals above 60 years. The bill requires that police consult the victim before withdrawing a case punishable by 7 years or more, which can ensure that justice is not compromised or denied. It allows absconding criminals to be tried in absentia by court and sentenced to, which can deter fugitives from escaping justice. It empowers magistrates to take cognizance of offences based on electronic records such as emails, SMSs, WhatsApp messages, etc., which can facilitate evidence collection and verification. Mercy petitions in death sentence cases to be filed within 30 days to the governor and within 60 days to the president. No appeal shall lie against the president's decision in any court. Now let's go through what are the main features of Bharatiya Sakshi Bill 2023. The bill defines electronic evidence as an information generated or transmitted by any device or system that is capable of being stored or retrieved by any means. It lays down specific criteria for admissibility of electronic evidence such as authenticity, integrity, reliability, etc., which can prevent misuse or tampering of digital data. It provides for special provisions for admissibility of DNA evidence such as consent, chain of custody, etc., which can enhance accuracy and reliability of biological evidence. It recognizes expert opinion as a form of evidence such as medical opinion, handwriting analysis, etc., which can assist in establishing facts and circumstances relevant to a case. It introduces the presumption of innocence as a fundamental principle of criminal justice system, which means that every person accused of an offence is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Now let's go through the main features of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita Bill 2023. The bill defines terrorism and offences such as separatism, armed rebellion against the government, challenging the sovereignty of the country, which were earlier mentioned under different provisions of law. It repeals the offence of sedition, which was widely criticized as a colonial relic that curbed free speech and dissent. It prescribes capital punishment as the maximum sentence for mob lynching, which has been a menace in recent years. It proposes 10 years imprisonment for sexual intercourse with women on false promise of marriage, which is a common form of deception and exploitation. The bill introduces community service as a form of punishment for specific crimes, which can help in reforming offenders and reducing overcrowding in prisons. The bill fixes a maximum limit of 180 days to file a charge sheet, which can speed up the trial process and prevent indefinite delays. Thank you for watching the video.